senior member of the head coaches. Just curious, how in your time in this league, Mountain East Conference going back to the West Virginia Conference, how's the game changed?
Well, it's changed for us dramatically, meaning, the players that we are having access to, and obviously I think high school football and football around the country is getting better every year. The big thing is, some schools rely on transfer. We're fortunate enough we rely on a little bit of everything, but I think that the talent level has increased. I think that the scholarship opportunities have increased for everybody in the conference compared. I mean, even when I took over in 2005, we only had 7 equivalencies. Well, 6.98 equivalencies, and we've been able as an institution to devote more scholarship money, which puts you on to better players. But I think everybody else in the conference has also. And so I think that's why the MEC play is getting a lot better, because obviously with the scholarship money that everybody's offering, you're getting into some places you wouldn't get into. You're getting into some battles with teams you would never get into. And, with the rules on the FCS level, they have to keep so many as full rides, but then they got so many they can break up. Well, we've been getting into the battles with some of them smaller FCS schools that break up their scholarships, that we've been able to beat them on kids. So I think it starts with the institution making a commitment not only to football, to all of our sports at West Liberty and in the conference. And I think that started when it turned into the Mountain East Conference. I love the WVIAC. I thought it was great, but we've gone to another level here.
Evolving coaching staff it's something head coaches have to deal with at every level.
Mm-hmm.
Particularly D2, run into that a lot. I know that you've got some new faces this year. What are your expectations for this?
Well, first, I was very fortunate from 2005 to 2015 on not having one staff change. And, Keller was available, and I thought it was too good to pass up. My athletic director and president agreed. He came in, and we knew he was going to get a head job. We didn't know how fast. Then we hired Josh Miller, who just resigned yesterday, to take the Ferris State job. So fortunately on offense, that I've had enough experience running offenses since 1992 on this level, that we'll be all right. Brandon Tate is a great addition for us, played at WVU, and we've been able to tie in with guys with roots back to West Virginia, as Brian Hill went to Glenville and was coach for Rich when Rich was first at Glenville. So that our expectations never change. And I tell my wife all the time, when my expectations change and I don't expect to be 1-0 after every game, it's time for me to move back to Hawaii and live on the beach and, swim my life away, so to say. But, our expectations haven't changed. We need some luck. We need to stay healthy. We've lost a lot of close games. We've lost a lot of great players that meant a lot to us just by injuries, and we seem to get them back, and then, some leave out. And so one day, it swung our way for the, first 8-10 years I was in the conference, and it'll come back. Everything comes full circle.
Quarterback position, position you're near and dear to your heart. That's been an area where when you've been very successful, when you've had a healthy, productive quarterback. Last couple of years, it's just been having a hard time keeping those guys healthy.
Yeah.
But Zach comes back this year.
Yeah, he comes back with experience. He started 8 games for us. He missed 3 games in the middle of the season due to a knee injury, and fortunately for us, it was nothing significant, but it was something that we wanted to make sure he was 100%, because part of his dynamic is running the football. He can take off and go at any time, and I don't like to put anybody out there that can't protect themselves. And I thought that his first instinct is always to run, not to throw the ball away, to try to make something happen. And until he could prove that he couldn't do that, or he could do that, then I wasn't going to play him. But like his leadership, he's an older kid, because he had 2 redshirt years from injuries, again, and before he transferred in. But what I think gets lost in this is that we got a very good transfer in Eric Taylor that I'm not afraid to play. We got one of the best high school kids we've had in a long time with Jamie Diven from South Fayette, who, I think he was one of the players of the year in Pennsylvania. He threw 46 touchdown passes and only 3 interceptions. And so we do have some depth there, and it gives us a little different dynamic. You know, I'm not a coach that is locked into playing one quarterback. You know, if I think one of them gives us an advantage, I might rotate them. I might go with the hot hand. It kind of just depends who we're playing. And, you know, they both can run, they both can throw. So it gives me a little added pressure on myself to make a decision, which I don't mind making. But, you know, competition is always good. And there's been times where we've lined up there and said, well, I hope he don't get hurt. I mean, unfortunately for us, those were the Amidro days where Amidro didn't get hurt.